Welcome back to the Hawk's Nest. It's your guy Hawk, and even though Ramadan is over, I still have another video I wanted to actually post of a conversation that I had with one of the people that I did the Ramadan with. Like I mentioned before, during with Ramadan, I gave people the chance to actually try and fast during this month, and not only not to just eat, but in general try to improve themselves on a mental and spiritual level. Today I got my guy G, my workout partner, my brother. Used to be my roommate, so him and I are really close. As you will be able to see in the video, him and I got into a deep conversation to the point where the video didn't even get to finish. The Zoom ended up cutting out. But I think that is in its own way, beautiful to see, definitely. Hope you guys enjoy the show, and like, comment, and subscribe.
My journey has brought me to an understanding of the divine forces with which we have all been bestowed. It was in this search that I came upon a revelation, which has called me to guide millions of people towards their righteous destiny.
My guy G, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. Chilling, man.
I know that.
Last day of Ramadan, ain't? Well,
for
for
others.
me, for you, yeah. But I got an extra week, man. It's been kind of crazy. Like this jump taught me something. Let me take these off. These are terrible. Excuse me, unprofessionalism. These entertainers had me talking with a list, man. So, but basically, like Ramadan, man, it just been like a great experience, a good learning experience, bro. Like, I ain't never been so like focused on something. Like, even when I'm at work, I still be like tuned in. Like, it has me like, how can I explain this? Like, it had me like so tuned in into myself. Like, I don't have to like. I'm kind of nervous right now, bro.
Oh, good,
the
bro.
camera and everything, but it had me tuned in. It keeps me disciplined and it keeps me in a good mindset. Like most of the time, like I like you know me as a partner. Like I like to smoke. Like I smoke a lot, so that it kind of helped me to like not even try to lean on that. Try to find on other things that I like to do. Like I like working out, so like I go to the gym. I find myself going to the gym a lot, and actually I feel like that's something that keeps my mind off things. Like instead of just if I'm going through something, I'm gonna go smoke. Like that's not a good habit that I had. That's not a good habit to have. Like going to the gym really keeps me in a good mindset. Like I always try to figure out like what's something that I need to do to like besides smoking to keep my mind off things or keep me in a good headspace. Sane. So like the gym, sometimes I've been reading a lot. Like I've been reading a lot of books and stuff. Like my mom been sending me like these little Bible books that I've been like kind of tapped in on. So it's been kind of keeping me because I really don't read, bro. I don't. I mean, I'm into like podcasts and stuff like that, bro. Like I read about like if if it piques my interest, but like it's been giving me like in a good little spiritual headspace. It be
That's
keeping me
dope,
tapped
bro.
in. Yeah.
I want to ask you, bro, because you mentioned two things, right? You mentioned being able to deal with your problems and then being able to read as well. So I think both those things goes along the lines of wisdom. So like for you in this journey of fasting, how has your journey towards wisdom been?
Like how has it been like fasting?
So how has it been in terms of like fasting and then I guess getting that more of like a deeper mindset,
Oh yeah,
more wise.
I had to fight. I ain't gonna lie. It's been times like during the fast, like it's been times like, man, like I gotta smoke. I gotta do something. Like that's something I've been trying to cut off. Like I've been trying to cut off, you know, it been days that I've been sitting in my room, like I'm off work or I just get done working out. I just be in the room, be like, bro, like I ain't got nothing else to do with myself. Like I'd rather play the game or do something else. But I'd be like, man, I need to smoke. So it been days like I've been like fighting myself from not doing that. But it's been a discipline part. Like I gotta be stronger than this. Like you feel me? Like it been keeping me in the state of like if I do this, I'm gonna feel so guilty. Like and another thing too, like as soon as Ramadan started, like it's been like a complete blessing to me. Like I had got my job, like the job that in my field. And then another thing that kind of got me more tapped in is like somebody at my job, they end up being Muslim and they didn't know I was fasting. They asked me like one time, like, are you going to lunch? And I'm like, no, like I ain't eating right now. And I knew she was Muslim because she wore her, correct me if I'm wrong, it's hijab. Is it
Yes,
hijab?
yes,
It's
sir.
hijab. But she wore, I knew she was Muslim because she had a job, but it was kind of like somebody doing it with you type. Like it motivates you more because they're gonna be on you like, yo, you're tripping. Like it been times like they tell us like listen to music on the job to keep our mind going. But I know in Ramadan, like you don't need to listen to like anything vulgar or anything like that. So most of the music I listen to is kind of vulgar. So she been like my coworker. She been keeping me in a good little headspace on how to with Ramadan. So it kind of been like, yeah, maybe it's meant to be. Like, it made it easier for me to be focused. If that makes sense to you.
It makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. So, like, I know you already mentioned before, for those who don't know, you mentioned you're going to be doing it a
Yeah.
little bit longer going on. So, like, once you finish, catching up those days, what are some things you're going to implement into like your daily life from Ramadan, from fasting?
But one thing, I'm gonna stop all the smoking. Stop all the smoking. So I feel like I'm gonna have to control it more, and I have been controlling it more. And that's the whole reason of me putting an extra week into my fast because I end up not controlling myself and being undisciplined for the moment, but I end up making up for it and adding an extra week for that. But that's one thing. Two, I want to end up being more I want to end up expanding my horizon. I want to end up learning new things like instead of just like I like sports. I like sports and podcasts and stuff like that, but I feel like it's more things out there than just strictly that. It's feel like I'm in a closed box, like I'm closed minded. So I feel like I should you know, put myself to a test, start studying new things. Like I've been studying this thing called Security Plus. So
Mm,
it's kind of tough, man. I'm trying to get my certification in Security Plus right now. So yeah, it's kind of giving my interest. It's piquing my interest right now. So I've been going to the library too. So it's been really been helpful for me, bro.
that's amazing, bro. That's so dope. Like, what are some things you notice different from the person, the G who smoked, and the G who's like abstaining from smoking and eating? Like, what a difference you see in.
It got me more tuned in. Like when I say tuned in, it mean more like more disciplined. If that makes it makes me way more disciplined. Like I've been trying to like it's been way easier. I don't even know how to explain it. Like it's just amazing as a whole. Like Ramadan, like in general, like it had. I cannot explain this, man. How can I explain this? It helped me out, man. It really helped me out.
That's dope. I get what you're saying. I feel like when it comes to like Ramadan, bro, it's like almost hard to explain. But I think like as time goes on, as you notice the differences, you start to
Yeah,
explain it for real.
heck yeah.
I know
Like
that.
it's really a challenge. That's what it really is. Like when I be at work, like when people be eating, I'll be like, dang, like you can't be looking at these folks like, man, they eating, and I'm getting hungry. Like the same thing you said in the chat. Like my mom said it like 2 days before you put in the chat. Like nobody should know you should be fasting. Like
Mm,
nobody should know that. And then like probably like 2 days later, it's like you had sent that in the chat. I'm like, whoa, like so it kind of got me into another level of as if like to be more like a little bit. I want to say like I don't know the word for it. It keeps me in a way of my mind is all over the place,
take your time,
but
bro. I'm curious.
because this can't behind the camera. I'm working on it, but it got me in the headspace of like to keep me more disciplined. Like discipline is the word. Like it's really the word for it. I
Mm,
want to say way more discipline. Like nobody like it's just tough, guy. I can't even explain it. Like the word for it is just I can't really explain it. Like it's crazy.
I feel like that's a good thing, bro. I think once you get to that point where like this thing has been a journey where you can't even explain it, that means it's something that you can't even explain. It's on a whole different type of level.
It's on a whole nother level, bro. Like it really is. Like I feel like you should experience everybody should experience Ramadan. Like it's an amazing thing. It's really an amazing thing. coming for a person that I wouldn't even think I made it this far, to be honest with you.
Really?
Like I really didn't think that because you know me as a person, but like people that's watching this, they don't know me. So they know like I mean, like as if like I like to what I do. Like we've been roommates, like the things that I had that I've been doing. So it's really been a crazy journey.
You think like imagine you're not back in college right now. Let's say what's that, 2, 3 years ago? And I say I was
It
fasting.
would
Would
have
you do
been
that fast?
way hard. It would have been way hard, man. It would have been
Yeah.
crazy hard because it's like we would have been running, getting up in the morning, like, and that's another thing I want to talk about, bro. Like, we disciplined when it comes to the gym. Like, we gonna get it in. Like, we ain't gonna miss no days. Like, if we miss a day or two, they're gonna feel like a month. Like, it's gonna feel like I ain't been in the gym forever. So it's been times like I have been having like these college flashbacks. Like it been in times like, gee, you gotta remember like you're not running for a team, but it'd be like I can't really level myself down. So when I be running, sometimes I be going overboard and it get me to a level where I'm about to
Mm.
throw up. Like I be forgetting, but I be so energized that to the point where I be forgetting like there's no food on your stomach. You can't do that. So
So
it's really
that's dope. Like I was my bad, but I didn't cut you off. So
you
like
good.
the difference in with you training while fasting, of course, obviously it's harder, but do you see any like positive changes in
Very
training?
positive, bro. Very positive, bro. Like Ramadan got me so energized. Like every morning, my body's on a clock. Like I get up at 5:30 every morning. Like it's on an instant clock. Like I don't get up
Wow.
no later than 5:30. Like I feel like I can do anything. I be energized. I can like it's like I have so much energy, but when I work out, like when I feel it, you do feel it. Like certain things that you can do when food is on your stomach,
Hmm.
you have like you can do so much when you got food on your stomach. When you fasting and when you actually trying to work out, you can tell the difference. But in terms of like just like on that daily essential life, like my body feels so much like better. It feels so much better. Like I feel cleansed. I feel detoxed. I just feel great as a whole as a person right now. Like words can't explain how I feel right now.
So I gotta ask you this, brother. I know it's gonna come. Do you feel like smoking has an ill effect on you, or do you think it all depends on the person? And if so, do you think this fasting right here actually showed you those the negative of it? Is there a negative of
It
it?
showed me the negative too. It definitely showed me negative. I feel a lot lighter than I was like like when I run, sometimes when I smoke, cause I'm the type of person I'm a daredevil. So I smoke and then I go to the gym. Like I do stuff like that. Like it keeps me focused. It keeps me in a good level. But when in terms of just like working out without it on my body, like the first 2 weeks, it was kind of not even 2 weeks, 2 days. Like first 2 days, it was kind of like sluggish. Like my body's trying to get used to getting it out of my system. But once it got out of my system, like workouts felt way more easier, like movement fluent. Like I be way more energized. I be way more energized.
That's
It's definitely opened my eyes up to like smoking if you use it the wrong way, it can take an effect on you. It definitely can take an effect.
definitely can. For you, I know you mentioned like your mom was giving you like the books, and I know for me personally, I think that fasting brings you closer to your spirituality. How's your journey been
Hmm.
with that so far? Do you feel like you're more faithful and spiritual?
I think I still need. I think I'm still trying to figure that out, twin. I ain't really spiritually is I've been like I ain't gonna lie, God. I talk to God all the time, so it definitely brought like my family they had come to like they Christians. My family is like everybody's Christian. My granddad he's a preacher. Like they definitely like nobody never judged me when I told them I was doing Ramadan. So it's kind of like a sign of like, yo, like you Muslim, you switching up to Muslim right now. I'm like, not nobody never questioned me. Like, oh, so you fasting and praying? Like everybody respected. Like it was
Wow.
never no problem. Like so I'm like maybe this definitely is a benefit for me. Like because most of the time somebody got something to say or why you doing this or are you becoming a Muslim? Nobody never questioned me that. It was like if they did question me, that it was like, okay, my teammate from college, like he's Muslim and he not told me, but he got me into doing it. So I feel like something I need to do. And it was never no why or what's been going. Like it's never been no why. So it's definitely there's no problem with it.
You think your family noticed any differences since you've been fasting in your character?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely tell. Like my mom said, she most of the time I'd be kind of grouchy in the morning. Like we wake up around the same time before we go to work, so
Mhm.
she definitely sees a difference in my personality. She feel like
Wow.
it's definitely a little different than what it usually be.
You
Yeah,
feel like you're more calm and patient.
way more calm. I smile a lot. Like I smile a lot as a person. Like you see me, I'm gonna smile a lot in general. But now it's just like I'm just like a free spirit. Like it's just a happy thing, bro.
That's dope. How long you see you gonna do a week after this?
Yeah, I'm stopping. I'm stopping on Thursday. Next week, Thursday.
So next week, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Oh yeah, another thing I'm going to tell you, man.
What's up, bro?
So the time. Let me tell you what happened. So the fast about to break. It was like around 7. It was like 7:50. My boys, we talking about let's go to Insomnia.
Okay.
Man, you already know how I'm going this, bro. Like we supposed to get some food afterwards, but he was like, yeah, let's go to Insomnia. Got me a 24-pack mini. Nothing on my stomach, bro. Nothing on my stomach. I ain't eat nothing all day. So I missed the 5 in the morning. I missed all that, bro. So nothing. I'm just the whole day. Just just nothing on my stomach. Like for a good cause. But bro, when I ate that, like I ate about 12 of them like straight. Like I was hungry. Like I was eating them. Man, they still waiting on their stuff. I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, this is the worst. Like I'm feeling it already. I'm feeling
Woo.
it.
And a stomach
I
ache.
felt like I was about to pass out in there, bro.
Really?
Almost fell out. Yes, like I almost fell out in there. I had took one of their waters out. I ain't even asked for. I ain't even paid for. I was like, man, bump this, bro. I gotta drink. I was like, twin. I was like, no, I'm not finna do this, bro. I'm not finna pass out in front of these folks like that. Like I'm a real one, bro. I'm not finna. God not finna let me. God not finna let me go out like that.
Not getting no cookies.
Not getting no cookies. I'm not finna die with no cookies, bro. But they didn't even say that, bro. I went in the refrigerator. I opened that thing like it was mine. But dude,
Oh
I'm talking
man,
about,
bro.
bro. I was not going for it, bro. I was not going for it. I'm like, man, I drunk. They ain't saying that to me. They probably knew I was going through something because I had walked right out of there. I was like, man, I need some fresh air. Like it
Facts.
was that bad. Like I felt sick. I was like, I'm never doing that again. Like I'm never doing that again.
I ain't gonna lie to you, G. I feel like not only my parents, but also you and I being like roommates and stuff like that, you really got me big on like health. Do
Yeah,
you feel like
yeah,
during this month, like a fast, you never really you gotta actually take a actually like a more of like a focus on what you put in your body and everything. Like it's more important.
yeah. It is, bro. Like your food is your medicine, bro. Like people don't understand that, bro. Like they think it's a game. Like this is real. Like it's a whole nother conversation. These folks, them, they don't care about us. You feel me? Like
No, it's
they're putting all types of stuff in this food, bro. Like this is the worst. And like we as our culture and our community, we have to take this serious because my neighbor just down the street got 2 McDonald's on the same street. No Whole Foods on the same street. One on top of the street, one on the end of the street. Man. Like 5 different wing spots, Popeyes, just straight fried food. But nobody sees this though. Like it's just straight terrible, bro. Like they definitely trying to kill us. They definitely trying to kill us. But we see it as like they adding new places to eat at. In reality, they using a whole nother thing. Like they don't care about us, bro. It's no Whole Foods, no type of Sprouts, nothing around here. Like they
no.
trying to kill us.
That bro, that's crazy you say that, bro. Cause I feel like it's not just like even before I started fasting, I was like, you know what, bro? Because every time you tell me if I'm tripping or not, maybe hit me up about like your sleep schedule and everything like that since fasting. But like every time it could be lunchtime, bro, and I eat like anything with like fried foods or anything with carbs in it, bro. After lunch, I just feel slow, sluggish. I don't feel like doing
bro.
anything. Like,
Beef, all that, like anything that junk make you feel so like heavy. Like every time I ate, I ain't gonna lie, every time I ate, when I break my fast during Ramadan, I definitely fell asleep within like 10 minutes later. Like I was already out. Like I definitely need to. I've been watching on what I've been eating like during Ramadan, but some days I have slack. Like the food that I have slack, I definitely tell the difference in my body. Like my body was not messing with it at all. Like it was not cooperating with that.
I think, especially as like, I don't know, this might sound crazy, bro, but I think you know where I'm going with this. I think as African Americans too, like, I think our bodies are a lot more. What's what I'm looking for? Not valuable, but just
I
complex.
think I know. I know what you're going. And like, let me put it like this: you can't put regular gas in an AMG Benz. You
No,
feel me? It's
exactly.
not gonna work, bro. And that's what we are. Like we're putting unleaded gas in an AMG Benz. It's not gonna work. Like
Work.
we gotta definitely be careful what we intake, and we gotta be careful what we put in our bodies. Like it's definitely if we put BS in our body's gonna do the exact same thing. It's gonna give us BS.
Mm-hmm.
So you are what you eat. You got it. People got to realize that you are what you eat, and you gotta take care. You gotta take care of yourself because it's only gonna get worse from here. Like these folks are finding way they getting way crazier with it, bro. It's only getting worse from here, bro.
Only gonna get worse, bro. But that's crazy you say that about the demographic of your area, bro, and how much like fast food is in your area. Like, it's
Bro,
all
it is
the liquor store on the corner, like liquor
liquor
store fast
store,
food.
Checkers, like all that Chick-fil-A, like it's
Yes,
ridiculous. And people thinking is like, well, they just putting this over there. Everything is politics, bro. Like they doing this because they know who's around here. Like they
exactly,
know
bro.
who gonna eat it. They not
Exactly.
gonna eat it.
I remember I told you, bro, at my camp, bro, the kids was like, bro, I never had McDonald's before. Like, and they be like 10, 11. Bro, McDonald's was like that was a luxury when I was a kid. Like, good.
What, bro? You crying for that, bitch? You
Come
crying for that? Like
on, please.
you got McDonald's money? Like,
Real though. Like,
but bro, like
real.
you wanted McDonald's like as a kid, bro. Now it's just like you said, that's I find that unrealistic. Like nobody never heard of Mac. Like they heard of, but they never ate it. Like that's,
Before.
but they know what's going on with it. You feel me?
Exactly, bro.
But like your boy Chad versus McDonald, Chad versus Science.
That versus science, bro. That's still
Like
my mind. I think that just proves like he's built different, bro. Like these machines, like, and you got to make sure. But I think if Chad was able to, like, I'm not saying he didn't get hurt at all, but I think he's like a special case, bro. It's not
yeah,
everybody can do that.
not everybody cannot do that, bro. He like you said, he's built different.
Built different.
He's built totally different, bro. Like Chad, yeah, no injuries in McDonald's, like terrible diet. That's a lot. That's kind of amazing, bro. Because I
That is
can't imagine doing that. You imagine eating McDonald's, like eating a McGriddle, and then go run like 400 repeats. Like I can't imagine that, bro. That's
uh,
junk. You gonna feel that after the first one.
no,
You
but
gonna feel.
I think you lying though. Hold on, all right, G. Yeah, I'm about to say it, G. Hey, I'm about to say it, G.
Hey, don't do it. Bojangles.
Yeah, I'm about to say. You
Bruh.
feel me?
Hey, I did it one time. I did it one time, bro. But after that, I'm like, nah, I'm not eating this. But not,
Uh-oh, bro. I ain't nobody PR that day.
but I ain't never heard of that a day in my life, bro. Like, I
No,
never heard of that.
no, bro. No. I think like for us, bro, I think this is why I think like I low key, bro, I think fashion should be mandatory for real. Cause like could you imagine like you eating like that all year round? You know, you're not giving your body no breaks, bro.
No, bro, I cannot imagine that at all. I
That
can't
was
imagine that.
tough.
Now that I did it, like it's now like I feel like it's definitely gonna get implemented every year. Type. I think I'm gonna start doing Ramadan every year. Like it's definitely something that, like you said, everybody should do. Like it's a I don't want to say soul searching, but it's kind of like it. Like you figuring out yourself if you ain't never did it before, you figuring yourself out. Like every day of the week. Like it's showing you ways to, you know, control yourself, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to like your needs, like you can always, it's different between wants and needs. And stuff that you want to do, you can always cut it off, but your needs is definitely showing you to really limit what you do. That makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense, bro. I think
Yeah.
if you're able to say like, you know what, I need food, but I'm gonna just chill for a little bit for these couple of hours,
Yeah,
bro.
you need that. Like, but if you can cut it off for a better cause, it can't be that serious if we can cut it off for that long, from done to you know what I'm saying? Like it
All right.
can't be that serious. So
That's a fact.
another thing I did worry, I mean not worry about, I thought about too, is the hydration too. Like I ain't never, water is so important, bro.
So
It's so
important.
important. It is so important, bro, because it's been days I have messed up, like bro, I should have drunk this morning, but it still got dang keep me, it challenges me. Like, let's see how strong you is. Like, how important is that water? Like, are you really finna eat? Like, are you gonna really break this for that? Like, you gonna break it for this little 1 cup of water? Like, it's always discipline. Like, you always gotta it's definitely challenging you. Like, how strong you are. Like, how strong are you really are.
I think it's one of those things too, bro. Going back to like that water, the cup of water, bro, making it fast is like, am I really willing to break my fast for that 1 second of relief?
That 1 second, you went 3 weeks, a whole 3 weeks. Am I willing to break it for this, you know, for this 1 second, and then you're gonna feel guilty right afterwards. That's another thing. That's it right there. My
Exactly.
guilty conscience is a real thing. Like
Yes.
when I smoke, I was like, bro, you really did that? Like now
Mhm.
it's just like now you back to square one. So it was like, yeah, I gotta add an extra week. Like it's a punishment for myself. Yeah, you gotta take accountability for what you did. Like you can't be doing stuff like that.
Definitely, bro. And that's the thing about it. You just have to realize, like, I think I went to the mosque like 2 weeks ago, bro, and they were like, it's easy for you to go back in there, bro, just like break your fast. But like, it's not only your conscience, bro, but I think you realize like somebody else is watching me too. Deep down inside you, it's like someone else is watching me too. And if I was to break this, like, what else would
That
I'm
goes back to, like you said, spiritual, bro. Like your spiritual self. You gonna like you said, if I'm gonna do this and then don't, you know, take accountability for it, like what kind of person are you? Like that's 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 not cool. Like that's not cool at all. Like why not just wait? And if you gonna smoke, or if you gonna try to break your fast, you definitely gotta take accountability. You just can't do that. You just can't do that. That makes you, I don't want to say it like a coward. I would like, that makes you kind of like,
like
why
weak.
would you? Like that's definitely weak. Yeah, it is weak. That's the word for a weak.
Yeah.
Weak minded.
But
Weak minded.
we human at the end of the day, like we all make mistakes. I made mistakes doing this
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, guaranteed. But like you said though, actually like being aware of those mistakes you made to actually change and improve on it. Like you saying like, you know what, now I'm gonna go extra week. That takes balls, bro. Excuse my language, but that takes balls. Like takes
No,
confidence.
no, that does, bro. Because most people ain't finna sit here. Like it's crazy. Because I met some Muslims. They're not even doing Ramadan,
Really,
which is crazy. Like, well, are they really Muslim though, bro? I don't want to. I don't want to ask. Like, you know, I don't want to disrespect somebody. You feel me? Because they probably do the right practices every day. But like some like somebody that's well able, that have no sickness, nothing going on with themselves. Like they can do it. Because there are some people that have, you know, underlying stuff going on with them. But like, are they like, why are you saying, like, why are you not doing Ramadan if you able to fast, if that makes sense?
definitely,
Like,
bro.
why are you not doing it? How I'm me as a Christian, why am I, you feel me? If I'm doing it, why you can't do it?
Weak goes back to being weak, bro. I think at that point, then like I think when it comes to like fasting, I think it's just prescribed for us as medicine anyway. But I think for them not to do it, bro, that's first off, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I got secondhand embarrassment for them. First, second, they just weak. Like it just sounds like they weak minded, not even doing it in the first place. Like it's crazy. Like I gotta ask you this, bro. Like what was your thought when they told you they weren't
When
fasting?
they
Like
told, like, 'cause this girl, she was telling me, like, she was like, yeah, my brother, he's Muslim, but he don't even do Ramadan and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm like, threw me off. Like I'm like, why is something wrong? That's the first thing. Like something wrong with him? You have anything underlying? Like, do you have anything wrong with him that prevent him from not doing it? She like, nah, he just don't do it. Like I'm like, that's why I was kind. I don't want to never disrespect nobody, but it's just like, nah, bro. I don't know. Like somebody that's Muslim that's really strictly on it. Like they not gonna let that happen. They gonna ask questions. Like I don't know what questions to ask because you know, but they kind of me as a person that's an outside look from the outside looking in. I think, like you said, that's not a good look. Like you said, it's weak. Like it's not a good look at all, bro.
And it's one of those things like I think fasting, well, it is. Fasting is mandatory, bro. Like it's mandatory. So I mean,
Bro,
at the end of the day,
like
like you said, you can't judge
it
nobody.
made me. My bad for cutting you off. It made me like when I started looking up like certain things about Ramadan. Like I've been hearing like some of the things. If you break your fast, I heard like 40 days, like different things people do. Like you said, it's a mandatory thing. If you break your fast, some people had to pay. Like in certain areas, I heard like this is like a real life. Like this is serious. Like this is no game. Like this is a real life thing that people take serious. And I feel like you said, it goes back to the conversation we was talking about at first. Like everybody should do it. Everybody should do it. And you ain't gotta do it for Ramadan. Like everybody should fast too. Like
Mm-hmm.
fasting as a whole, bro, it's definitely got a whole lot of health benefits towards it. Like I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I gotta do it every year, bro. I got to.
Dope. That's dope. I think like when it comes to like Ramadan and the benefits of it, bro, like it's crazy. Like I think I told you guys before, I always say it all the time, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. It's like we always mention like, what do you do for your mind, right? Or I read books, or what do you do for your body, or I go to the gym. But whenever you ask somebody how they improving their soul or their spirit, spirituality, they
That's the elephant in the room, ain't it?
in the room,
It
like bro,
gets quiet. It gets so quiet.
quiet, but we hear like, you're like, you know what? I'm a fast for 12, 13, 14, 15 hours today. Like, he be like, I can't even go 8 or I can't even go 4. Like,
But we used to always be on we used to always have conversations like this, bro. Like back in school, like before we even started talking about Ramadan and like fasting, like we were always talking about health and stuff.
yeah,
Like people, I feel like we was way more tapped in. So when people start talking about stuff like that, it's kind of make them uncomfortable. Some people don't know, like they in reality they don't know, like
true.
the foods that they eat. Some people like I talk to some people about like the foods they eat, and it be like it's disrespect. Like I'm not even trying to be like funny. Like, I'm being for real. Like what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like that junk is not it's not cool. Like this girl one time I was at my job, she was talking about, oh yeah, he bougie. He be drinking spring water and stuff like that. I'm like, you can't just me taking care of myself, me drinking some water, like some pure if I drink purified water, what does that have to I don't know, bro. It's just like why you give me a tendency because of the water I drink? You feel me?
Ignorant.
Like me taking it's definitely ignorant. Me taking care of myself has nothing to do with me being bougie or I'm just being careful what I'm putting in my body. Like some people actually don't know. So when people just be saying stuff and they don't really understand what they're saying, like they just talking just to hear themselves talk.
But that's crazy you say that because I feel like when it comes to health and diet, they always put it towards like, you gotta be white to do that. Or when it comes to vegan or
It's
vegetarian.
colorism, right?
Yeah, like it's like, but we all at the end of the day, we all humans, bro. And if I want to eat vegetables, eat a salad, bro. It just had nothing to do with race. Like I'm trying to take care of myself.
Man, this society right now, bro, it's like they put a trait or a tendency on everything you do.
That's true.
Like literally, like it's ridiculous, bro. Like you can't take care of yourself without somebody thinking, like you said, white, or you could be gay or some, like it can be anything, and they just gonna completely blow it out of proportion. Like, bro, it's not that serious, bro. I
That's
just drink spring water, or I like salad, or I just don't like eating meat at all. I'm just these
or you
people here,
fasting.
bro. Huh?
Are you fasting? I'm not even Muslim. I'm just
Fasting, like, what do you people like, bro? I'm not fasting. Like, I ain't no point in doing it. People at my job, they're like, bro, I can't believe you're doing it. Like, you're crazy. Like, I
really.
can't believe. Yeah, like they were like, bro, you look tired. Like, I don't be trying to show it, but it be some days I be like kind of exhausted. But it don't be because of the fast, but it just be like I'm just tired. Like I'm just ready to go home at this point. But they be like, yeah, maybe if you have some food or something like that. I'm like, bro. why are you talking about this right now? Like, we can talk about anything else right now. I'm in a whole nother mindset right now. We can talk about
Exactly.
something totally different. You feel
That's
me?
that's jealousy, bro. I think like people now, whenever it's crazy, bro. Whenever you talk about you actually want to improve your diet or drink more water or go into workout or fasting, for example, people tend to try to put you down for that because it's like, how can you do it, but I can't? It's envy for real.
They're not disciplined, and they can't, like you said, they can't do it. It's weak.
Weak, bro, and weak minded at that. For somebody to come to you after you trying to do well for yourself, that's just like, yeah, you really that jealous, bro. And at the end of the day, like for them in general, that just shows that you're not even trying to. If you had to improve your life in any way, you're not even willing to take that next step.
But
Sacrifice. You're not willing to sacrifice it.
that's the problem. They don't want to take no sacrifice. I mean, like you think about it, bro. Think of a person that's alcoholic, and they never had no thought process of like fasting. Can you imagine they'd be like, okay, I'm gonna cut it off, like right then and there. You imagine what type of mental state like that's
Bro.
they gonna be shook, man. Like it's gonna be a long journey. I'm guaranteed they're gonna definitely break that fast in less than a day, probably. They definitely gonna do it.
It's a very high
Depending on who the person is. Like some people are definitely strong, but your average drinker is not doing it.
Nah, bro. That thing is a drug. It's a drug.
That's me. Me, like for me, for example, like you know me, like I smoked a lot. Like that was my thing. Like, bro, I end up, like you said, we all make mistakes. So I had a setback, and I had to take accountability for it. Like if I smoke, go ahead and take accountability. Because if I didn't take accountability, it like you said, it's always that inner self that's always watching and telling you like, yo, you tripping, bro. Like guilty as hell. Like excuse my language, but guilty. Like that junk that's not a thing to be having on your conscience. Like being guilty is not a good thing.
It's not, but I think like when it comes to smoking weed, bro, I think it's not. It's more habitual. It's not really like an addiction. It's just like okay, we should do it more and more and more. It's like come to habit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes you can't, cause I ain't gonna lie. When I got injured, it definitely came. It became a bad habit. Like I ain't had nothing to do. I was on bed rest. I was like, shoot, why not smoke? And it kind of became way more, because me sitting on bed rest and not being able to commute or move out the house, like it kind of made it a way more. What's the word? Like it became a real bad habit. I'm gonna just say bad habit, a real bad habit. So Ramadan kind of definitely put me in a state to control it. Like I controlled it. Like I stopped it. Now it's just from here now. I'm not trying to be in a state of I wake up in the morning, I gotta wake and bake like before I go to work. Like, if I gotta smoke to blur out everybody that's around me, because sometimes in the morning I don't want to be bothered. Who does want to be bothered first thing in the morning? Like some people be wanting to talk. Okay, let me smoke. Maybe I don't want to be bothered with them. But now with Ramadan, I can just like and got me in a state of as if like I can actually.
Yo, thank you for watching. Yes, I'm in the closet. I need some more quiet. Anyways, please like, please subscribe. I got more stuff coming, more workouts, more motivation, and more intellect. See you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum.